ورحمة الله.
Okay, قبل ما نبدأ two things. الشيء الأول أظن الكل عرف عن mid-term exam. So mid-term exam will be on campus. Okay, on 18th of at 12:30. هذا الأمر الأول. Okay, 12:30 it means that you should be on the hall at 12:30. مو في الجامعة لأن في إجراءات. Okay, في إجراءات قبل الدخول عند السكيورتي. So it's going to take a time. So يعني حط في بالك يعني you need a time for checking. You need to bring your I think vaccine certificate and also your ID card. هذين لازم يكونون جاهزين عندك عند السكيورتي. اوكي في checking يعني في list عند السكيورتي فيقومون يسوون check اسمك موجود ولا غير موجود. All this is going to take time. فلا تي آخر لحظة وتقول ما دخلوني أو تأخرت. So then this is your responsibility. واضح هذه؟ أوكي هذا الأمر الأول. الأمر الثاني أعرف أن الكل بيكون عنده امتحانات في الفترة الصباحية المواد الثانية فمجرد suggestion during 2 weeks after semester break so we can يعني shift lecture to afternoon for example. يعني نبدأ مثلا الساعة 4 أو 5 وإلا يعني بتفوتك المحاضرة الصباح يعني أو يعني ممكن بعض الأيام يكون عندك تست. هل عنده شيء عن الميد تيرم before we start؟ أوكي أنا واضح.
دكتور
نعم.
بخصوص إن في البلاك بورد أنت كتبت إن في تيست 1 تيست 2 بيكون اثنيناتهم في الجامعة يعني ولا؟
والله الحين هاي تيست 1 بيكون في الجامعة. تيست 2 بنشوف.
أوكي اللي عقب أوكي تمام.
أي ما أدري والله صراحة لأن نشوف الحين شلون نمشي في تيست 1 بعدين. إن شاء الله الأمور تكون من أحسن ما يمكن عشان الفصل القادم كل شيء يكون on campus فبس خلاص ونفتك من هالسالفة هذه كلها. في شيء آخر على الميدتيرم
دكتور؟ الماتيريال
لنهاية الكونفوليوشن يعني اللي بنسوي له cover this week plus 1 week after midterm لأن الاختبار بيكون آخر يوم بعد تاريخ 18 يعني still بيكون في وقت. الاختبار إلى نهاية الكونفوليوشن. أوكي يا محمد؟
أوكي دكتور يعطيك العافية.
أوكي الشيء الآخر بالنسبة حق الكويز الأسايمنت كويز أنا صراحة سويت كونتاكت مع البلاك بورد الشخص المسؤول عنه قال أبداً ما صار أي تغيير. اللي ممكن واحد يرفع فيه أكثر من ملف وهو الأسايمنت وليس الأسايمنت تيست اللي هي يسمونها الفاير ريسبونس. اللي سويناه احنا طبعا كان فاير ريسبونس يعني معناته تشيل ملف واحد يعني في كل سؤال ملف. أما في الأسايمنت yes it is possible more than one. أيضا في التيمز possible more than one. فيقول يعني كأنه التبس على الطلاب إنه خلط بين هذه وهذه. ففي الفاير ريسبونس ما صار أي تغيير وكان هذه فعلا هو الموجود سابقا. Okay. So let me start here. بنبدأ بالسيستم. تكلمنا عن السيجنال. So now we are going to talk about systems. Okay, this is my input x of t. And it is also, we can apply it for discrete. And this is my output y of t. This is my system here. Okay, this system, لنفترض أن it is h of t. So yt is not equal to x of t multiplied by h of t. Okay, هاي اللي كنا نسويها في السيركت. So y of s equal to x of s multiplied by h of s, but not x of t multiplied by h of t. هذه الخطأ اللي دائما الطلاب يرتكبونه. So y of t is not equal to x of t h of t. هذه لازم تعرفها. Yes, it is correct that y of s equal to x of s. Okay, h of s. So if you are working with s domain, اللي نسميه the frequency domain, yeah, this is correct. But if you are working with the time domain, this is not correct. فخل في بالك لأن وايد طلاب ألف مرة نقول لكن دائما نشوفها في الاختبار. دائما نشوف إن y of t equal to x of t h of t, which is not correct. Okay, then what is this system? This system is actually, it's a process. It's taking the input signal, process it here, and you will get some output y of t. مثلا same as, let me say that photocell system. Okay, it's taking sunlight from here. Output is electricity. فصار process, it is not multiplication, it's process. Okay, فهي تحويل فهي process. So then y of t, I can write it as it is a process of x of t, not multiplication. Another example, it's a filter. Okay, so we have a signal. So here we have a filter. If it is within the range, within the desired range, then it's going to pass to the output. Otherwise, it's going to reject. So فهذا ايش قاعد يسوي process. Okay, وليس multiplication. طيب فخل في بالك انها هي process. Okay, مثلا بعد another example. Let me say that this process is going to shift the input. So if we have input equal to x of t, then we have here just shift, okay, by 2, for example. Then the output will be y of t equal to x of t minus 2. So we'll have shift minus 2 plus 2, whatever, so it depends here. Okay, فقاعد يسوي لها process. It is not multiplication 2 by x of t. واضح؟ طيب, there are some properties with a system. So linearity, time invariance, so it's important because we want to apply all these for a signal. So if system with this property, then it means that I can apply something. Otherwise, we cannot apply specific thing. مثل superposition. If it is linear, then I can apply superposition. If not, then we cannot. مثل شنو? Same as a power. Okay, we know that V of t, or V in general, it is equal to V1 plus V2 in series. So it is equal to R1I plus R2I. But P as a P total, I cannot say that it is I total square. So it is equal to R total, I total square. But I total square, and it is not equal to I1 plus I2 all square. This is not correct. Sorry. Okay, I want to V total square divided by R. Okay, but V total square, it is equal to V1 plus V2 all square. And it is not equal to V1 square plus V2 square. ما نقدر نجمعها بهذه الطريقة. So we cannot apply superposition for power, but we can apply it for voltage. واضح؟ فهذه superposition معناته if we have, for example, different sources مثلا, so I can just consider only one, okay, then total voltage, we can say that it is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay, but we cannot apply same thing for a power. I cannot find power here and power here, okay, only from this one and only from this one, okay, and say that it is, because this one, it's not correct, V total squared, it's not equal to V1 square plus V2 square. يعني في term هني missing, okay, which is 2 multiplied by V1 plus V2. فهذه superposition. Okay, so for this system, it is very important to know some properties. So before we apply superposition, we should know that it is linear system. Also causality, stability, memory, and invertibility. And then choose one by one. Number one is linearity. Is this system linear? Okay, linear, معناته we can apply superposition. Okay, how to test for superposition? That if we have a system, if the input is x1, then the output I will get y1 of t. If the input is x2 of t, then the output I will get y2 of t. If I multiply this one by some constant scalar, then I will get alpha 1 multiplied by y1. And here, if I multiply it by alpha 2, x2, then the output here I will get alpha 2, y2. Okay, if the input is the addition of this two, alpha 1, x1 of t, plus alpha 2, x2 of t, then the output I will get alpha 1, y1 of t, plus alpha 2, y2 of t. Okay, يعني كأن output from x1, which is y1, multiplied by alpha 1, so it's multiplied by alpha 1. Output from x2, I will get y2, multiplied by constant alpha 2, then I will get alpha 2 here. Addition of this two, I should get this one. If yes, then this system, we call it, it is linear system. Okay. Otherwise, it is non-linear. هذه شنو؟ هاي في الحقيقة قاعد أطبق السوبربوزيشن. Example. Suppose x of t equal to 7t x of t. Sorry, y of t. Y of t equal to 7t x of t. Which means that if the input is x of t, then the output here, I will get y of t, which is equal to 7t multiplied by x of t. So then the process inside here, she said it's multiplied by 7, then it's multiplied by t, okay? Then multiplied by the input x of t. ما خدها direct, okay? So it's a process, and I will get the output like this. So how to know that this is linear or not? Then we apply superposition. So I'm going to assume that my input is like this. This is my input. Okay, so if we get output same as this one, then yes, this system is linear. Okay, so let me assume that this input, it is equal to alpha 1 x1 of t plus alpha 2 x2 of t. Okay, what is the output? Okay, what is the output here? So y of t will be equal to 7t multiplied by x of t. But x of t, it is equal to alpha 1 x1 of t plus alpha 2 x2 of t. طيب فتش هذه. So then it is equal to alpha 1 multiplied by 7 multiplied by t multiplied by x1 of t. Okay, plus alpha 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by t multiplied by x2 of t. Okay, لاحظ هنا. So if input equal to x1 of t, then the output here will be y1 of t, which is equal to 7t x1 of t, according to this one. Okay, لما يكون y x of t بيعطيني y of t. لما أقول x1, then it is y1. So it is 7t x1. So when this is equal to x1, then I will get y1, which is equal to 7t x1. So 7t x1, it is y1. So then this is equal to alpha 1 y1 of t plus. Similarly, if this is x2, then I will get y2, which is equal to 7t x2 of t. So then this one, it is alpha 2 y2 of t. Okay, then you should write that since when the input equal to x1, which is equal to alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2, we will get output equal to alpha 1 y1 plus alpha 2 y2, then this system is linear. لازم تكتب هذه يعني you need to justify your answer. It is يعني لأن هي يا linear يا لا. So the question, is it linear? Okay, so you have two options, yes or no. يعني but if it is linear, you should justify. If not, if it is not linear, it's non-linear, then again you need to justify. يعني لو ما طلع لي هذه, so you need to write that this system is not linear. طيب. So let me see another example. Y of t, the example, this is another example. Okay, y of t equal to x square of t. طيب. هذه properties without knowing what is inside. So we know what is the relation between the input and output. بدون ما نخوض what is inside this box. Okay, so we want to find this properties from the input and output. We know what is the input, we know what is the output, done. يعني we should do some tests like this to see whether it is يعني linear or not, time invariant or not, and so on. Okay, not enough, as we say that it is not enough to say that directly this is non-linear system. You need to prove it. How to prove it? Apply same thing. Okay, so we assume that x of t equal to alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2. So then this is equal to x equal to alpha 1 x1 of t plus alpha 2 x of 2 of t. So we apply superposition. So y of t is equal to x square, all square. لاحظ هنا هذا السيستم. When the input equal to x1 of t, then the output y1 of t should be equal to x1 square of t. Okay, if you open the bracket here, okay, you will get alpha 1 square x1 square of t plus 2 multiplied by ما أدري وين هذه. 2 multiplied by alpha 1, alpha 2, x1 of t, x2 of t, plus alpha 2 square, x2 square of t. I think it is clear from the first term. Okay, when it is equal to alpha 1, x1 of t, then I will get y1 of t, x1 square. Okay, so then if it is alpha 1, x1 of t, I should get alpha 1, y1 of t, which is alpha 1 multiplied by x1 square. But the first term is alpha 1 square. It is not alpha. Okay, similarly, when it is equal to x2, then I will get x2 square, which is this one. So هذه بعد extra صارت. So then this system, this is not equal to alpha 1 y1 of t plus alpha 2 y2 of t. Then this system is non-linear system. واضح؟ أي سؤال هنا؟ طيب. Okay, second. Time invariance. Okay, time invariance. شنو يعني time invariance؟ وين هذه يروح؟ وين يروح هذا؟ استغفر الله. قادر أكتب شيء. ما براضي يكتب لي. بالماوس يصير، لكن من أحط القلم ما يصير. لا حول ولا قوة. مو قادر أكتب بالقلم. دقائق. مو قادر أكتب بالقلم، فدقيقة بس بستخدم بالماوس. أوكي. بسوي ريستارت دقيقة حق البرنامج برجع لكم. Give me just 1 minute please. اوكي، لحد يطلع برد لكم باك.
اوكي دكتور.
ليش طلعنا كلنا برا؟
صك الميتنج القديم.
ليش؟
اتوقع دكتور انا كنت لك كنت فاتح، فاذا تطلع يصك الميتنج.
عادة ما يصك، عادة يتم والبقية يتمون، بس أنا أطلع وأدش again. anyway نشوف. هذا يكرهنا في الأونلاين هذه. أوكي، مفروض إنه يكون. أوكي، number 2. time invariance. شنو يعني time invariance? It's mean that if we have a system, if the input equal to x of t, then the output will be y of t. If I shift the input with a, for example, then I will get same shift in the output. That's the shift. If yes, then this system, we call it, it is time invariant. Okay, otherwise it's time varying. Okay, ولا متغيرة مع الوقت. So then it is time invariance. نشوف نفس two system. The first one, let me say that y of t equal to 7t x of t. Okay, is it time invariant system? So what to do? We're going to shift the input, okay, يعني by some t. Shift the input by some variable t, for example, or some constant time t, or t naught. If you get same output, same shift in the output, then we call it this time invariant. شنو بنسوي احنا؟ We assume that the new خلينا نسميه the new one x hat of t. So assume that it is equal to x of t minus a. Okay, which means that if this is x of t, I will get y of t. Then if this one it is x hat, then I should get y hat. So then if y hat of t, it is equal to 7t x hat of t. زين شنو x hat of t? X hat, it is just x of t minus a. Okay, so this is x hat, which is x of t minus a. الحين المفروض ان y hat of t, I should get y of t minus a. If yes, then it's okay. This is what we are looking for. It is time invariant. Okay, لاحظ هنا الحين The question now is this one equal to y of t minus a? إذا y of t equal to 7t x of t, then y of t minus a, just wherever you have t, just replace it with the t minus a. So then it's become 7 t minus a x of t minus a. Is this one equal to this? هل هذه الحين equal to this? No, because here it is 7t multiplied by x, while this one it is 7t minus a multiplied by x. This is it is time varying. يعتمد على الوقت. Okay, so it is not time invariant. Okay, example 2. Y of t equal to x square of t. Again, same thing. X hat of t, it's equal to x hat square of t. But x hat, it is equal to x of t minus a. Okay, so then it is x minus a square. Okay, is this one equal to y of t minus a? So y of t minus a is equal to x squared t minus a. Yes. Okay, now this is time invariant system. واضح. Okay, if the system is linear and time invariant, then this system we call it linear time invariant. Okay, so then for linear time invariant, you need to check both. You need to check for a linearity, then for time invariant. So it is not enough to check for a linear, but if you check for the linear and you see that it is non-linear, okay, then directly it is not linear time invariant. You don't need to check for time invariant. But if it is linear, then still you need to check for time invariant. So system number 1, دقيقة واحدة. دقيقة بس لازم أطرش بتصير سريع. دقيقة بس. آسف شو نسوي هالأيام قاعدين نعد الجدول فور السكند سمستر وحق الميد سمستر اكزام، فخبصة شوية. سوري فور this. وين وصلنا؟ Okay, for system number 1, which is y of t equal to 7tx of t. System number 2, you say that y of t equal to x square of t. Okay, لاحظ system number 1 كانت linear. عدل؟ So it is linear. Okay, this is linear. Okay, system number 2, so it is enough. So here we check that it was non-linear. So then directly we can say that this system is not linear time invariant. So even though if you you don't need to check for time invariant, because the question is it linear time invariant? So is it? Yes, it is time invariant, but you don't need to check it. Okay, so then this system is not linear time invariant. So the first one, it's linear. So then we need to check for time invariance, and it is very clear that it is time varying. Okay, so then both system الاثنين are not linear time invariant. واضح السؤال؟ واضح example؟
Yes, دكتور.
Okay. Third property. Causality. Is this system causal or not? So how to define it? The output depends on the present and past. Then this system, we call it, it is causal system. مثلا خلينا ناخذ على discrete y of n equal to x of n plus 3x of n minus 1 minus 2x of n minus 3. And this system is causal. Why? Because we can calculate the output, okay, real output at this time now, okay, by knowing all the values or the previous values here, okay. بمعنى if we have a table n, x of n, for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And we have the value for x at each n. So to calculate y at 3, okay, we need the value of y of x at 3. Okay, finding the y at 3, then we need the value x at 3. And we need x at 3 minus 1, which is 2. And 3 minus 3, which is 0. So we can calculate x. We can calculate y of n, and this is causal system. لاحظ في present, yes. في past, yes. لكن ما فيها future value. We don't have a future value here. فهذه نسميها ال causal system. طيب example for non-causal system, if we have a future value. يعني مثلا y of t طبعا it is not necessary to have present and past. It could be only past, could be only present. يعني also this is acceptable. Y of n equal to x of n. The causal system. Only one term. Okay, n minus 5. It is causal system. واضح؟ المهم انه ما فيه ال future value. So y of t, for example, equal to x of t minus x of t plus 2. And this is non-causal system. Not causal because it depends on the future. So at the present value, at the present time, I cannot calculate y of t directly because I need the value of x of t plus 2. So I have to wait another 2 seconds, for example, to calculate the value of y of t. So here, for example, I have this table, okay? معلش.
دكتور ما ينسمع.
ما علي، أنا آسف أجين صراحة. إيش أسوي؟ خلاص دوخة عليهم. وين وصلت؟ Okay, see this one. So suppose I want to calculate the value of y at 2. شو أحتاج x at 2. Okay, and I need x at 4. Okay, فهي تعتمد على الx. So I have this table, we have it. Okay, we have all values, but to calculate y at 2, then I need the future value. شنو معناتها هذه؟ So it means that I cannot use it as يعني شو نسميها as يعني real time system. يعني ما اقدر اخذها بالضبط. الان I need the value of y of t and we calculate x of t directly. So from the value of x of t we can calculate y of t. No, we should have a table for x of t to get the value of y of t. Then this is, we call it is non-causal system. واضح؟ Okay, similarly, it's for memory. Okay, so memory, it means that I need to store some data. Okay, memoryless, it means that we don't need to store any data. For example, resistor here. To calculate the voltage y of t, for example, this is x of t, and we have the value of r. So y of t equal to r multiplied by x of t. So we don't need to store any data here. هذه data ما نحتاجها. So then we call it, this is memoryless. Okay, so we don't need memory here. But for example, capacitor, if this is y of t and this is x of t, this is c, we know that x of t equal to c y dy by dt. So then y of t equal to 1 over c integration from minus infinity to t of x alpha d alpha. It means that we need the initial value. Initial, it means that we store. بدون having initial value, we cannot calculate this one directly. So even though if the initial value is 0, so then this is, we call it is memory. في تخزين, okay. But this one, no, it is real-time system. We don't need any memory. So directly we can calculate value of y of t. رقم كم? This is number 4. Memory. So then this is without memory, we call it memoryless, and this is with memory. Okay, number 5. خدتوا في السيركت شيء اسمه stability, right? Stability, system stable or not. بمعنى if you get any disturbance in the system, is it going to return back to the operating point ولا بتروح something يعني unexpected? This is we call it stability. معلش عم بطلع التليفون الظاهر ما فايدة لين نخلص اللابتور. دقيقة بقط التليفون برا وارد لكم باك. Okay, طبعا you are going to take details of stability. Stability بتاخذونها بالتفصيل in control system, but let me define it here. Okay, so stability system, we call it is stable if we have a bonded input we'll get bonded output نسميها bonded input bonded output. Okay, شنو معناتها هذه؟ This means that if x of t, the value of x of t is bonded to some value, okay, and then نقول m max, maximum value of m, طبعا for all t اساسا نكون ادق, so it is could be positive, could be negative, so it's absolute value of x of t. So it's bonded, but for sure that bonded, it means that less than infinity. Okay. So from this bonded, if I get y bonded, y of t less than or equal to my, again, for all t, bad, it is absolute value, and this means that less than infinity. Then this system, we call it is a stable system. And what do we mean by bonded input and bonded output? Example. So let me take same example here, x of t or x of n, y of n equal to x of n plus 100 x of n plus 2, minus 2. Is this the system stable system? Okay, so if x of n is less than a maximum, يعني. So let me say that this is, خلينا نسويها على t, then n will be exactly the same, so y of t, x of t. طيب, suppose I have something like this. This value is maximum of x. Okay, it's not going beyond this one. Similarly here, it's the minimum value of x. بعد أقل شيء هذه ما بتروح أقل من كذي. فهذه السيستم we call it is bonded, محصورة بين هالvalue وهالvalue. Okay, so then it is bonded between these two. Okay, f y of t مو شرط نفس الشيء. Okay, مو شرط نفس الشيء. So if I get y of t here, oops. Also it is bonded. I will get something مو نفس الشكل, but I will get, there is some maximum value for y here and minimum value of y. So it is bonded between these two. Then this system, we call it, it is stable because bonded input, I will get bonded output. Okay, so then the system is stable. طيب, see this one now. This is the value of x of n plus 100 x of n. So if x of n is bonded, so x of n is bonded, يعني x of n is less than m of x maximum. بتروح any value. So let me say that the maximum value equal to 100, equal to 1000 even though. But the value of y, this is bonded, m, and this is plus 100 multiplied by m. يعني خلينا نقول كلهم m كأقصى شيء. So then y will be equal to m plus 100 multiplied by m. So then this will be the maximum value. ما بتروح أكثر من كذي. Okay, then with input bonded, I will get output also bonded. So then this system, we call it is a stable system. Another example. Y of n equal to r to the power of n x multiplied by n. Again, let me assume that x of n is bonded. So خلينا نقول maximum equal to 100. But what's about y of n? Y of n, it is equal to r multiplied by x of n, mx. So to the power of n. If r is different than 1, if it is different than 1, then this is an unstable system. If r equal to 1, then yes, I will get 1 to the power of n xn. So then the maximum value will be equal to m of x. So r equal to 1, then it is stable. R different than 1, then it's going to increase. يعني مثلا, if this is equal to just 2 to the power of n multiplied by m of x. So then at 0, this is equal to 1. At 1, this is equal to 2. At 2, this is equal to 4. So it is always increasing. So it's never stop at some limit. Okay, then this is unstable system. With bonded input, I will not get bonded output. فاللي قاعد يصير ان السيستم it's increasing, always increasing in the y. فكل ما تروح, if you increase n, then you will get higher value of y. And this is unbounded system. واضح؟ أي سؤال هنا؟ any question؟
دكتور يعني باوندد تكون محصورة بس.
yes طبعا بدون ما ندش مثل ما قلنا في التفاصيل الدقيقة because يعني بروحها stability علم يعني فتاخذ شوية بال more details in control 381.
اوكي دكتور.
تمام. اوكي شنو باقي؟ نبي ناخذ مثال عليهم كلهم but before this one هذه شوية it is not so easy or not obvious, فلذلك بعدين بندش فيها بالتفصيل لما نتكلم عن الفورير transform. If I have x of t here, okay, this is my system H. Let me say that the output here, I will get y of t. Then, if I connect another system here, okay, and the output equal to x of t, same as the original signal, okay, then this system we call it is invertible system. إذن هذه H invert. هاي رقم كم هذه؟ number 5 كم كانت في الميموري؟
number 6.
number 6. So number 6. Invertibility. Is it invertible or not? Okay, if we can connect another system to the original system, okay, and the output, the final output, it is exactly equal to the input, then this system we call it is invertible. بعض الأحيان it is easy, straightforward, and sometimes a little bit difficult to find H invert. Okay, to find this system. ساعات ما بيكون straightforward. But sometimes it's very easy. For example, if here it is just differentiate the input. Okay, so this is my y of t. Input is equal to x of t. Then it is very easy to find y invert is by using integration. So then the output again, you will get x of t. Then the system here, which is just derivative of the input, and the invert is just integration. So this is straightforward. So then this is invertible system. Okay, sometimes you are shifting. For example, shift by 2. So this is x of t. Then let me say that here you will get x of t minus 2. Okay, then if you take another system and you shift it by minus 2, then you will get original system. Then this is invertible. Okay, فهذين في بعض الأشياء بسيطة سهلة. It's easy to see whether it is invertible or not. But what's about this one? Tell me. Y of t at, oops. Y of t equal to x square of t. يعني this system if this is equal to x of t, then y of t equal to x square of t. Is it invertible? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, what to put here?
Root. Gather.
Gather. Okay. لكن gather plus or minus?
Minus.
في more than one solution. Okay, you can put as plus root, sorry, x of t, or minus root of x of t. Okay, الاثنين Okay, with the square, you will get same thing. And then, so if you square this one, you will get x squared. Sorry, you will get x of t. And if you square this one, again, you will get x of t. So what to put here then? فهذه شيء يصير ففيها not unique solution. So then this system we call it is not invertible. ولكن ما بنخوض وايد في الديتيلز مالت هذه because later when we work with frequency domain it will be very easy. How it will be easy? Because in the frequency domain then we change it to, let me say, omega domain, but خلينا نضربها مثال because you know Laplace, so we change it to h of s. So if this is h of s, then here will be h inverse of s. Okay, so the input is x of s. The output is x of s. Okay, so then h of s multiplied by h inverse of s equal to 1. So then it's very easy to find h inverse in s domain, which is equal to 1 over h of s. But this is not correct in time domain. Okay, فلذلك احنا ما ندش فيها وايد تفصيل الآن. So we are going to explain all these when we talk about frequency domain, which is Fourier transform, omega. أي سؤال, any question?
واضح دكتور.
طيب بختم بس بهذا السؤال. So this is L. Let we say that this is x of t. This is y of t. What is y of t? We know that x of t, the voltage across inductor, it is equal to L d I by dt. So y, it is current here, which is equal to 1 over L integration of x alpha d alpha from minus infinity to t. Okay, tell me, is it linear system? Is it time invariant system? Is it causal? Do we need memory or not? Is it a stable system? So just to try it at home, okay, and try to solve everything on this example. So find whether it is linear or not, time invariant, test it for stability, test it for causality, and for memory as well. واضح؟ أي سؤال؟ طبعا في الاختبار be something similar. Okay, we will give you some system same as this one, for example, or any equation between the input and output, and the question is like this: is it, for example, linear, stable, time invariant system? It is not yes or no question. It is whether you say that yes or no, then you need to justify your answer. So give reason for this one. تمام؟ أي سؤال أي؟ Any question? No? أوكي.
يا دكتور.
تمام، بالتوفيق جميعا إن شاء الله، نشوفكم على خير. السلام عليكم.